What's up, Insiders? Deuces Jack at VapingInsider.com. Today, we're going to go over the top 10 vape mods of 2020. Whatever you do, don't make a purchase until you watch this video. Let's get started. Starting off at number 10, we've got the Aspire Dynamo. At the beginning of the year, a lot of vapors were screaming for a dual 21700 mod. Unfortunately, not a lot of companies answered the call, but Aspire did, and they answered it in a big, boxy way. While this one is big and boxy, it's still a great mod. It's big enough to handle 30mm atomizers on top without a problem. You can see it's got room to spare. The performance on this mod is really good as well. It's got a nice, bright, circular screen with a bunch of different watch and UI screens that you can use on your mod. If you do buy it in kit form, it does come with that awesome Nefo tank. This one's definitely big, measuring in at 91 by 49 by 34. It is a dual 21700 mod. It's available in gray, red, purple, rainbow, and camo. Coming in at number 9, we've got the Uwell Nunchaku 2. This mod is probably what the original should have been from the get-go. The second time was a charm for Uwell. They got it right on this one. This one is a single 21700 battery tube style mod with a screen, a fire button, but no up and down button. That's right, the Nunchaku 2 features the Bean chipset, which works on a 6-axis sensor that allows you to adjust the wattage simply by tilting the mod. Not the first time we've seen a sensor like this, but it's the first time I've ever seen it in a tube mod. The Nunchaku 2 measures in at 29.9 by 100 millimeters, and it weighs in at 141 grams. It has a 100 watt maximum output, and it will fire down to 0.1 ohm. There are 3 modes available. You have power mode, mech mode, and TCR mode. If you are going to buy this mod, make sure you buy it in kit form because you do get the awesome Nunchaku 2 tank. In my opinion, this is one of the best tanks on the market right now. If you're looking for a small, easy carry and at least 100 watts of power, this is a must own. The Nunchaku 2 is available in blue, black, silver, and rainbow. Coming in at number 8, we got the Squid Industries Detonator, one of my all-time favorite single 21700 mods. I just love the look of this thing. Check out that unique fire button right there. It's got a nice on and off switch, which makes it a great mod to commute with because you can easily throw this in a bag or pocket and be safe. Let's not forget that Squid has an awesome warranty program here in the States, so if you ever do have a problem, they'll work with you, even if you are out of warranty. That alone is a benefit that is hard to find in today's day and age. The Detonator has 120 watt maximum output. It features a 0.96 inch screen that is nice and bright, and there are programmable subtle lights right around here. The thing that really shocked me about the Detonator is the fact that it performs really well in TC mode. It's available in black, stainless steel, and champagne. The Detonator will fire down to 0.1 ohm, and it also has preheat options. If you are an 80 watt or under vapor, this is definitely a great option for you. Coming in at the 7th spot is the Vandy Vape Jackaroo. Check that thing out. You guys know I live in New York City. Right now, it's cold. And I love using mods like this as my commuter mod because of that rubber texture. This mod just does not get cold when the weather is chilly. Plus, that big fire button, it's nice and raised, and you can easily access it with a pair of gloves on. For me, this is the perfect work mod. You guys know I'm a bartender by trade, so you could say I'm always around some sort of liquid. With this mod, I ain't got no worries. The Jackaroo is IP67 rated, waterproof, shockproof, dustproof, basically a bulletproof mod. It has replaceable resin or G10 panels that are just gorgeous. Personally, I prefer the G10. The Jackaroo comes in 10 different colors. It has a beautiful, customizable, well laid out 0.96 inch color screen. The Jackaroo will fire down to 0.05 ohms. It is firmware upgradable. This may be the perfect mod for those blue collar sort of workers out there. It deserves to be on this list. Coming in at number 6, we got the Squid Industries Double Barrel V3. As many of you know, if you've been watching this channel for any time, you guys know I love them double barrel V3s. I love the form factor. When the DB V3 came out, I didn't just buy one, I bought multiples. You can see the wear on that stainless steel one. I use it a lot. Probably my everyday mod since I've gotten it. I just love these mods. I think the company is great. I love the form factor. Definitely one of the more compact dual 18650s on the market, and it's an absolute workhorse. Don't forget, insiders, this is a V3, so they bumped out the top to 25 millimeters and they sealed up the screen. They also attached the door so you don't have to worry about losing it. Now, don't tell anyone, but rumor has it they're coming out with a CNC machine version of the DB V3. It's going to be available in stainless steel, copper, and brass. Stay tuned, because you know I'll have them on hand. The DB V3 measures in at 92 by 43 by 25 millimeters. It's 150 watts in power mode only. It is a great form factor. Coming in at number 5, we have the Vaporesso Gen. From the moment I took this mod out of the box and put it in my hand, I just loved it. The texture on this thing is the first thing you're gonna notice. However, this is not just a looker of a mod. This thing performs well with the amazing Axon chipset. It's got smart features as well as all the bells and whistles that you'd expect from a modern day mod. It fires fast and the performance is just fantastic. As far as bang for the buck goes, this mod is the mod of the year. If you look hard enough, you can easily find it for under 40 bucks. Considering the performance that you get on this mod, that is an absolute steal. Now, in my original review, I gave it a hard time because the finish around the 510 kind of got a little discolored. Vaporesso did send me a new one, and so far I've been using it for months with no discoloration. So it looks like whatever problem they had, they fixed it. A lot of people believe that the Axon chipset in this mod is probably the best non-DNA or Yihi chipset on the market. This one measures in at 146 by 54 by 30 millimeters, 220 watt maximum output. The Gen is available in silver, black, red, blue, purple, beige, and that hard to find green color. Coming in at number 4, we got the Cold Steel by Ehpro. I love this mod. I own both colors, and I'm going to tell you what, when they come out with the other colors that they're supposed to, I'm going to own them as well. This is one of my all-time favorite mods. I love this mod because of that small form factor. I also love the overall aggressive look of the mod. I think it's a hell of a good looking mod, and it's just perfect for me because I'm the type of vapor that loves single coil RTA vaping, and this mod just fits the bill. I know. A lot of people are going to say It's basically the ghetto version of the SX Mini SL class. And I can understand how people would feel that way because it looks so similar. But this is a great mod on its own, even if the SL class was in its space before it. The Cold Steel 100 measures in at 27.5 by 39 by 91.5 millimeters. It weighs in at 178 grams and it has a 100 watt maximum output. It will fire down to 0.05 ohms, 1.8 amp charging is on deck, and it's firmware upgradable. The following modes are included in the menu system. You have power mode, temp mode, curve mode, bypass mode, and voltage mode. This mod is supposed to be available in bronze, copper, brass, black, and champagne. However, I've only seen it in black and champagne so far. At the 3 spot, we have the Vandy Vape Swell. Tony B has a history of making some pretty nice mods. Usually they're squonkers, but this one is a dual battery mod that was definitely inspired by the very popular Pulse 80 and 90 mod. I love this mod, not only for the way it performs, but for the way it actually feels in my hand. The Vandy Vape Swell is 100% waterproof, but it is lighter than all the other waterproof mods on the market. It's a dual 18650 mod, and it has swappable panels, so you can change the look of this mod whenever you feel like it. It also has a fantastic app via your Android phone that will help you find your mod if you lose it, and you can adjust all the settings on it. It does have an iOS version for Apple, but I've heard the app is very temperamental. Most likely it's an Apple issue. Apple seems to have no problem using child labor to assemble their phones, but vaping bothers them. Vandy Vape has definitely come a long way with their chipset. They've made it better with every release. The chipset performs well, the mod fires fast. It's got a nice color screen that is customizable. It's available in 12 different colors, but since the side panels are swappable, you can buy any of the colored panels in the aftermarket. If the Ehpro Cold Steel 100 was on my list, then you know the Yihi SX Mini SL class had to make the cut, and it's at number 2, baby. Build quality on this mod is really nice, especially for a mass-produced mod from China. The SL class is one of the few mods that I have not put down since the day I got it. This 100-watt mod features the phenomenal SX485J chipset. The form factor is fantastic, and the build quality is great. I've always had a soft spot for the Yihi board because the original M class was probably one of my first expensive mods that I ever bought. It was that mod that introduced me to TC vaping. The SL class is available in a bunch of different finishes, including stabwood options. The SL class will fire down to 0.05 ohms, and it holds 28mm atomizers on top without any overhang. Classy looking with all the bells and whistles, including preheat options. By no means is this a cheap mod, but I believe it's worth the price of admission. Coming in at the 1 spot, the big dog, is the Dovpo Odin. When you first gaze upon the Odin by Dovpo and the Vaping Bogan, it looks like it's gonna be one heavy piece of metal. Looks can be deceiving because this one is actually a lot lighter than it looks. Dual 21700 batteries, and it's got that DNA 250C chipset, nuff said. The Dovpo Odin measures in at 90 by 51.2 by 42.8 millimeters. It has a 200-watt maximum output with the awesome DNA 250C chipset. So that's it, Insiders. Those are our top 10 vape mods of 2020. Remember, Insiders, we're going to have some more videos coming out that go more in depth into some more specific subcategories, so make sure you stay tuned. And that's it, Insiders. That's all I got for you guys today. Now, more than ever, you keep living that vape life. We're out of here. Deuces.